Oh, I've fallen. I can't get up. Oh, Dannen, thanks for licking me in the face. Oh, I have life again. Oh. Thanks, Dannen. Come here. That right there is pretty much how I feel about Nebraska football right now. Today they fell to Iowa 40-16, and can't believe I did that. I don't know if they're going to get back up from this. I mean, they will someday, but maybe not in this current coaching regime. There's a lot to talk about. I have not made a single Nebraska football video all season. I kind of just took a break and said, you know what, I just want to stay away from social media as much as I can. Just enjoy life, focus on things that I'm doing in life, and it's been pretty good. I got my dog here. She's a border collie. She's from western Nebraska. You know, shoot, but Nebraska football. Yeah, no, I have a lot of opinions, and I'm just going to go in. I'm going to go in on multiple things here. I'll address Dylan Rhule rumors. I'm going to talk about the Nebraska-Iowa game that we just happened to... We got through it. If you watched it, we got through it. I'm going to talk about Nebraska's athletic director. I'm going to talk about the coaching staff. I'm not really going to go after any players. I'm not going after a single player on the team because it's not the players. I'll say this real quick. I'm going to bring on one player. The only reason Nebraska is going to a bowl this year, the one reason is Emmett Johnson. Without him, we're like 4-8 right now. And without Mike Eckler, the special teams coordinator, without those two, we're like 4-8 or something. Yeah. That's where it's at right now. It could be worse. But I just want to I'm talking about the Nebraska-Iowa game. I have no script. I'm just talking out loud. Iowa is better at football than Nebraska. As a program, their coaching staff, and just the players, man. Besides Emmett Johnson and maybe a couple like guys here and there, they're better everywhere. I mean, they are better every single spot on the field. And that's just the way it is. See if I can put this on my head still. Dang. Yeah, that's crazy actually. The last time Nebraska beat Iowa at home, my head fit on this football helmet correctly. Like that's how long it's been, guys. I was like in 6th grade or something like that. It's been a long time. Okay. I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, really, but I'm going to be honest about what I see so far. I'm going to call it like it is. Red flag number one, besides the last 2 years of watching Nebraska football, red flag number one going into the season, in the offseason, was Matt Rhule starting a podcast. That was y'all, if you know anything about college football coaching staffs, is that they probably, Dannen, you get it, they probably don't have time to do a podcast. They don't. If they're really focused on coaching football, you think they're going to be making a podcast? I mean, some of these coaches, like, they're there like 50 hours a week, especially the assistants. But Matt's over here doing a podcast. That was just a bad look. And that just showed, I think that Matt Rhule I think he's a nice guy. I think he, has some. I'll say this about Matt Rhule. I was having a conversation about him and just Nebraska football in general with my brother this week, and something that was said. I think Scott Frost is a better X's and O's football coach than Matt Rhule, but obviously that era was a mess. But Matt Rhule's a lot better at managing relationships. I'm not saying he's great at that, but I think he's good at managing relationships and building like a foundation. I don't know if it's a strong foundation, but it's something. Being a team that goes to a bowl game, I would say that's a foundation. That's something. Because the Frost era never got a foundation going, I would say. But yeah, that's the one thing he's done that's better. He's not a better football coach than Frost in terms of X's and O's. I mean, he doesn't really necessarily always need to be. But I would rather have a football coach like Iowa does, even though you can say what you want about Iowa. I know there's a lot of negatives because they've never won anything that matters other than like Black Friday and maybe beating Penn State here and there. But yeah, like they have a football coach, and then they just focus on playing football and winning football games that they can win. And they lost to Oregon by 2 and Indiana by 5. Those are 2 playoff teams. They're better at football. Like, that's just the way it is. And I'm actually not even mad. Like, when a team just beats you, it's like, hey, better than losing 13-10 when you blow a game, because they just beat you. Straight up. I mean, that's what it was. And we didn't I won't even say Nebraska beat themselves today. I think there were moments where they did. But yeah, I mean, Matt Rhule, I think, is more of a podcaster, a brand ambassador, and a hype man than he is a football coach right now. And I think the players feel that too. Because you can tell, like, there's some guys that are all in, but there's going to be a bunch of guys hit the portal in a month or whenever the portal opens after the bowl game. I mean, some guys are probably going to quit already. And I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. That's just honest. Like, that's just going to happen. So yeah, I think that's Troy Dannen extending Matt Rhule 2 more years for I don't even know how many $1 million, but millions of dollars. That was a big mistake, and it was done out of desperation. Yeah, and I understand, like, Matt Rhule was probably using the Penn State job rumors as leverage, but no, I mean, that was not a good move. That was not a good move, and I don't really think Matt Rhule is going to be there in a couple years, because I think we're going to look back in a couple years, and last week's loss to Penn State and today's loss to Iowa is just like, bro, we saw what we saw, and that we just got beat up in 2 football games. Physically, coaching, we got out-coached, we got out-physical, we got out everything, pretty much. Besides Evan Johnson, we got out everything, both games. So, what else is he going to bring up? That's what I was saying. So I mentioned Iowa is focused on winning football games. Everyone in America is trying to make money right now, and Nebraska athletics is definitely one of those things. But when you put making money over winning, that's when you become like an NBA team or like the Dallas Cowboys, or you're selling out in a way, and the fans are the ones that are gonna miss out. When you're focused on money, the fans lose. And I understand, like, wanting to make money regardless of winning and losing. I think that there's something there. But at the same time, if you're just focused on winning football games and hiring an actual football coach and not like a brand ambassador, maybe it would work out better. Like, maybe, Bo Pelini being a football coach didn't really care about PR and other things that much. Maybe that kind of worked because he won 9 or 10 games every year. Were we great? No, but we were good and we beat Iowa with Bo Pelini. And, kids these days that are teenagers, they don't even know who Bo Pelini is. They don't even know who that is. Now I'm 26 years old, so the good old days for me is Bo Pelini going 9-3, 10-2, whatever. That was the good old days. Because, we just got beat by 24 to Iowa. Iowa should never score 40 on you, by the way. That is, unless they're getting like 2 pick sixes, they just shouldn't do that. And they did that to Nebraska today. And it just showed that Nebraska, this was unacceptable. And Matt Rhule and Troy Dannen they're the ones who are responsible. It always comes down, head coach, AD. Troy Dannen doesn't know what the heck he's doing. Okay? He's out here canceling the Tennessee series and adding North Dakota and like Bowling Green on the schedule. That's a loss for the fans. None of us will remember or care about playing Houston Christian. That didn't mean anything to us. Or Akron. Okay, we beat Akron by 60 or whatever it was. Doesn't matter because you lose to Iowa. Play games that matter, that build the brand, give the chance, give if you want to build the brand, play games that matter. Don't do a stupid podcast, okay? Like, win games that matter. Playing Tennessee, win or lose, is better for the program than playing North Dakota or Bowling Green. But yeah, let's go add North Dakota and Bowling Green to the schedule because we need an extra home game for money. That's Troy Dannen. He didn't care about winning. He didn't care about the fans. It's all about money. And we're the ones that lose out because nice, we feel better because we beat North Dakota and Northern Illinois and Houston Christian. Houston Christian has a CVS on their sideline, dog. A CVS is the visitor sideline for Houston Christian, and we put them on the schedule. We can play Tennessee next year. Nope, let's play 3 MAC schools and a what is it? Big Sky, Ohio Valley School. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, let's be 3-0 and then just get rocked by the Big Ten because we're not ready. I don't know. I know I sound like a grandpa right now. I don't care. I'm speaking truth. Troy Dannen didn't care about. Troy Dannen is they did not hire. Matt Rhule's not coaching right now. Matt Rhule is like letting other people coach. He's just managing people. If that's what you're gonna do, Matt Rhule can go be the GM and then get an actual football coach who will be able to oversee other football coaches. Maybe I'm already too negative. Maybe I am. I'll tell you my plan. That won't happen because it's going to cost too much money to do it. But this is my plan to fix everything, at least in the short term. Fire Matt Rhule or move Matt Rhule, just like he did to Satterfield. Go put Matt Rhule at GM, but he would make way too much money as a GM because they'd have to like restructure his contract, and that's a mess. Fire Matt Rhule, move Dana Holgorsen to head coach. And then, I don't know, figure out an OC from there. Go get UCLA's offensive coordinator, Neuheisel, and put him in an OC. And then bring in, Butler, I guess, can stay for one more year. We'll figure it out from there. That's my plan. Is that going to happen? No, that's not. And actually, that might not be a good plan. But where was I going with this? Dana Holgorsen's a better head coach than Matt Rhule. Holgorsen was a head coach of West Virginia teams that won an Orange Bowl, had amazing offenses. If you ever watched the Tavon Austin highlights on YouTube, that's a Dana Holgorsen offense. And Matt doesn't even let Dana run his offense. We can't even run hurry up. We're physically incapable because they don't even practice. So it takes, we took, 6 minutes to go 80 yards and we fumbled the 1 today? I don't know, man. And now here I am just complaining, which I am totally complaining. So who have I hit on? I've exposed Troy Dannen for only caring about money and not really caring about winning, just like the Dallas Cowboys. Got it. Okay. Matt Rhule is more of a hype man and a brand ambassador than a football coach. Yep. Got it. Besides Emmett Johnson, Iowa is just completely better than us. Yep. That's true. What have I missed on today that I brought up? I think I've really said everything that needs to be said. I'm disappointed in the non-conference scheduling, dropping Tennessee for money. Got it. Okay. We were going to play Tennessee next year and the year after that. Now we're playing MAC schools and FCS schools instead. And in the non-con. Yeah, I think I've kind of hit on all of it. And people are going to say, oh, well, Indiana and Ohio State and Michigan, they don't play anyway in the non-conference sometimes either. Yeah, and they go win the games that matter, and so it doesn't even matter. They'll make it anyway because they'll go freaking 11-1 or something, or 12-0, like Indiana or Ohio State. But we don't do that. We need those games. We need any Nebraska. Kids today don't know what Nebraska even is. We need those games to even have a shot at being relevant. We were 7-3 going into the Penn State game, and we had played, besides Michigan and USC, we had played no one good. Nobody good. Cincinnati's mid. Northwestern's mid. They're actually coming around right now. Northwestern is probably the best win Nebraska has. Minnesota whacked us. They're like a 6-5 team. Yeah, I mean, this is Nebraska in 2025, and there's not been forward progress. This was the easiest schedule in the entire Big Ten, and they went 7-5. And I actually, in a way, kind of relieved we don't play in an SEC bowl game against like Tennessee or something, because we would get destroyed, probably. And now we're going to play a Big 12 school, probably Arizona State and Jeff Sims, which is going to be hilarious. That's my guess for the bowl game, Las Vegas against Arizona State. Yeah. Have I hit on everything? I think I've talked enough. I've talked way too much. I haven't said anything all season. I just kind of took a step away. I downloaded Twitter right before the Penn State game, I think, and then I kind of crashed out that day. But I mean, they were better than us too. It's just I remember caring a lot more about Nebraska. I used to care way more. Like in the Bo Pelini era, I actually was like really locked into games. Instead, I was grilling steaks in the second half today. Yeah, I'll always watch, always be there for Nebraska. That's my only really team. I actually like Nebraska basketball better than the football team right now, which is really easy to do at the moment if you watch Nebraska basketball. Nebraska ball. Yeah, I think that's all I can say. I hope Nebraska, I mean, going forward, is Dannen going to leave? I haven't really touched on that. I have inside information on what's kind of the locker room vibe with Dylan and the team and Matt Rhule and all of that. And, I've just heard stuff that people have told me. And I don't think it's fair for me to try to break a story or a rumor when I don't have, I haven't witnessed this stuff go down. There's a former player that talked to my brother who told me what's going on there, and it's not, I can't speak on it because it just wouldn't be, I don't think it would be, it's not the way I should be. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay away from spreading rumors. Actually, I don't even know if it's a rumor. It's probably just true, but I'm going to stay away from sharing that because it's not really my information to share. But yeah, it looks like, I don't know if Dylan's leaving. I think that it was very likely that he was going to leave if TJ Lateef looked good. But actually after today, I don't even know why TJ was playing either because he was hurt. He could barely run. But I think Dylan might stay, but the O-line coach might be the one that leaves. There's going to be a lot of speculation on that, and you can probably find it. But there is a divide. The team does not have very good unity throughout. Can I even say that out loud? I would say it could be good, but I'll just say they could have better unity on the team. But yeah, this is Nebraska football now. We're just gonna be making lots of money and being a hype monster, and the fans are the ones that are gonna pay the price going forward because they're the ones that are gonna buy the tickets and witness this. And until Matt Rhule is gone or I'm proven wrong, I don't want to go to a single Nebraska game. I live in Texas now, and I'm not going down there to witness whatever the heck that was again. I love them. I'll keep watching. I love the Skurs. That's my only team. But yeah, I mean, we've seen enough. We have seen enough Nebraska fans to know this can't go on with this coaching staff. Maybe next year they'll prove me wrong. Who knows who the QB will be next year? But yeah, I've ranted for far too long. Emmett Johnson should just go to the NFL. Don't try to save us. You already saved us this year. You don't put your body through that again. Go get your money, dude. I've been talking for 18 minutes. That is plenty of time, y'all. I was probably really negative, but this is how I feel. This is everything that I feel right now. Thanksgiving was great yesterday. Food was great. Family's good. God is good. Thank you for listening if you've made it this far. Thankful that I even have a YouTube channel that some people might even watch this on. I'm excited to watch John Johnson's video on coordination. He's going to be even funnier than me. I'm not even that funny. Obviously, I don't know. It's up to you to decide that. But John is hilarious, so I'm going to watch his video. But yeah, go Big Red, run the damn ball. We out.